Life in middle age often brings its fair share of challenges and stress. Negative thoughts can easily invade your mind, making everything feel more difficult. To tackle this issue, let's explore some powerful quotes from Stoic philosophers that can help you rise above negative thinking during this tough phase. Are you ready? But before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button below so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. 1. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. Seneca, one of the most prominent Stoic philosophers, asserted that challenges and difficulties are not just necessary, but also opportunities for personal growth. Just as our bodies need exercise to become strong, our minds require challenges to become more resilient. We cannot escape the hardships of life, but how we face and overcome them shapes our inner strength. Always remember, when faced with tough situations, view them as opportunities to test yourself and grow. Keep in mind that moments of suffering or failure often carry invaluable lessons. Remind yourself that each time you overcome a challenge, you are building a solid foundation within your soul and intellect. I have a former colleague named Mike who went through a rough patch in his career. He faced a significant setback on an important project and fell into unemployment. However, instead of letting it defeat him, he took time to learn from that experience, enrolled in courses, and ultimately found a better job where he could truly excel. Those earlier difficulties became the catalyst for his personal and professional growth. To practice this philosophy, start by viewing everyday challenges as chances to learn. When confronted with a hurdle, list out what you can learn from that situation. Challenge yourself with questions like, what could I have done differently? What's the most valuable lesson I can take from this experience? This will empower you to become stronger in your thoughts and actions. Every time you conquer a challenge, reward yourself with a small acknowledgement. Take pride in what you've accomplished, no matter how minor it seems. Remember, strength comes not just from great successes, but also from the ability to rise after failures. Trust that each difficulty will help you become a better version of yourself. Keep pushing forward, and you'll see your resilience sharpen with every trial. 2. The greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose one thought over another. William James, one of the greatest psychologists in American history, pointed out that our thoughts are the most powerful weapons we possess. When faced with life's pressures, we have two choices: let negative thoughts control us, or actively choose how to view the situation. Learning to select positive thoughts not only reduces stress, but also brings inner peace. Stoicism emphasizes that while not every situation is under our control, how we respond to it is entirely ours. To apply this philosophy in your daily life, practice being aware of your thoughts. Whenever you feel stressed, pause and ask yourself, is there something positive in this situation? Can I see it from another perspective? Instead of fixating solely on the difficulties, seek out the lessons and growth opportunities within each challenge. This shift not only helps you overcome hardships, but also equips you with valuable life skills. Imagine you just had an interview that didn't go as planned. Instead of drowning in feelings of failure and self-criticism, ask yourself, what does this teach me? What can I do differently next time? Shifting from a negative to a positive mindset not only helps you recover quickly, but also fuels your drive for self-improvement. Successful individuals are often those who learn from failure and persist in pursuing their goals. Do you want to change and become stronger? We want to see a yes in the comments to witness your determination. A practical exercise is to start journaling your negative thoughts. Write them down, then contrast them with positive thoughts you can substitute. Try doing this daily, and you'll find yourself gradually forming a positive thinking habit. Additionally, practicing meditation or mindfulness can help you become more aware of your thoughts, allowing you to master them more effectively. Remember, changing the way you think doesn't happen overnight. It takes time and persistence. But each small step you take to choose positive thoughts brings you closer to the life you desire. Trust in your own power. You can become the architect of your own life rather than just a passive participant on this journey. 3. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. In this quote, Epictetus reminds us that the path to self-improvement isn't always easy. Sometimes, to better ourselves, we must accept that not everyone will understand or agree with the path we choose. Especially in the early stages of growth, you might face criticism or skepticism from others. This shouldn't discourage you. Instead, it should motivate you to continue advancing. Understand that accepting judgment or misunderstanding is an unavoidable part of the development journey. Focus on your goals and follow your own path. Don't let the fear of being judged by others prevent you from pursuing your dreams and passions. In reality, think of famous individuals like Steve Jobs, who was once ousted from the very company he founded. Early in his career, he too faced doubt and criticism. However, he didn't let that stop him. He learned from his failures, continued to pursue innovation, and ultimately became one of the greatest tech leaders of our time. Had he stopped due to negative opinions, we might not have revolutionary products like the iPhone or iPad today. What do you think about this individual? Share your thoughts in the comments section of the video. To apply this philosophy, start by identifying what you're truly passionate about. Allow yourself to make mistakes and learn from them. Each time you face criticism, note your feelings and ask yourself, is there something I can learn from this feedback? You might not agree with the opinion, but there could be valuable insights to gain. Remember that no one becomes an expert without going through challenging beginnings. Take pride in your steps, even when facing doubt from others. Improvement is a journey, not a destination. Be brave in moving forward and trust that what you're doing will bring value to yourself and those around you. Become the person you aspire to be, regardless of what others think of you. 4. What matters is not what you bear, but how you bear it. In this statement, Seneca cleverly points out that in life, we cannot control what happens around us. However, how we respond to those events is what truly matters. Many people often feel burdened by their problems, but instead of allowing those difficulties to dominate us, we can choose to respond in a more positive manner. This is a core aspect of Stoic philosophy. It is not the circumstances that define us, but our perception of those circumstances that creates true value. Remember, when you face challenges, actively choose how to respond. Train your mind to seek calm in the storm. When you feel pressured, ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? Or, what can I do to improve this? These questions not only help you redirect your thoughts, but also open up new possibilities. Try to consider a specific case of someone around you who has gone through a significant life event, perhaps a friend, a colleague, or a family member, and reflect on this. Take the story of Nelson Mandela, for instance, who endured 27 years in prison for his ideals. Instead of becoming a victim of his circumstances, he used that time to learn, grow, and plan for the future. Upon his release, he became not just the first president of South Africa, but also a symbol of forgiveness and peace. To practice this philosophy, start with small situations in your daily life. When faced with discomfort, pause for a moment and ask yourself, how am I feeling? How can I change this? Keep a journal of your thoughts and feelings, which will help you recognize and process your emotions more effectively. Look for the positives in every difficulty and view them as opportunities for growth. Always remember that life doesn't always go as we wish, but we have the right to decide how we respond. Each challenge is a valuable lesson, and every time you overcome an obstacle, you become a better version of yourself. Stand strong, be persistent, and don't hesitate to tap into your inner strength. You have the ability to overcome any challenge that life throws your way. 5. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. Emperor Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, offers us a profound perspective on the mind. In this statement, he emphasizes that we should not allow negative thoughts to define us. Instead, view them as signals that you can observe and evaluate. When you realize that you are not your thoughts, you gain the power to choose how to respond to them. This is a crucial aspect of managing your moods and emotions. Practice recognizing and observing your thoughts without judgment. When a negative thought arises, instead of accepting it as part of yourself, try asking, "Is this really true?" or "Is this worth my concern?" This not only helps to reduce anxiety, but also expands your awareness of reality. Surely, you haven't forgotten Oprah Winfrey. Throughout her career, Oprah has faced numerous challenges, from poverty to public criticism. Rather than allowing negative thoughts to weigh her down, she learned to separate herself from those thoughts. She frequently employs meditation and journaling to observe and adjust her mindset, helping her develop a more positive and resilient outlook. This has enabled her to become one of the most powerful women in the world. You might start by dedicating a few minutes each day to meditation and practicing these techniques. Sit quietly and observe your thoughts without interference. When a negative thought arises, take a deep breath and visualize letting it go. Additionally, you can keep a journal to record your thoughts and feelings, helping you recognize and better understand yourself. Remember, you have the ability to control your thoughts. When you feel overwhelmed by negativity, remind yourself that you can choose how to respond. Becoming the observer of your own thoughts is a vital step on the journey to finding peace and happiness. Be persistent in your practice, and you will find yourself growing stronger and more confident in life. 6. Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life. In this quote, Seneca skillfully highlights the importance of living in the present. In a world filled with anxiety and stress, it's easy to get caught up in thoughts of the past or worry about the future. However, Stoic philosophy emphasizes that life can only be enjoyed and experienced in the present moment. Each new day is an opportunity to restart, to live mindfully and intentionally. By viewing each day as a separate life, we can create positive habits and make each moment more precious. Challenge yourself to live in the present. Don't let worries about the future or regrets about the past overshadow the value of the current moment. Each morning, remind yourself that today is a new opportunity to explore, learn, and live fully. Set small goals for the day and commit to achieving them. Let's revisit the story of Steve Jobs, who once said that knowing he would die was the most important thing for making decisions in life. When faced with terminal cancer, he transformed the way he lived, valuing each day and making the most of every moment with his family and loved ones. His perspective on death helped him see life differently, leading to the creation of revolutionary products like the iPhone and MacBook. To practice this philosophy, start each day with a few minutes of meditation or journaling. Take time to identify what you want to achieve that day. Set priorities and commit to completing them. When you wrap up your day, take a moment to reflect on what you experienced and learned. You can jot down your feelings and experiences to easily recognize your growth day by day. Remind yourself that each day is a gift, and you have the right to decide how to use it. By living mindfully and appreciating each moment, you will find life becoming more vibrant and meaningful. Don't let time pass without truly living. Start today, step by step, to turn each day into a new life.